working with Dennis Bernard Pro today, and I'm going to be showing you the God Drops, also known as the Gray Oxidizing Drops. So in the hair salon, we all have those clients that have super resistant gray that once we're done washing them and we see them at the chair, we're like, oh man, we should have left it on for a little bit longer. But with this will help so much that you don't have to increase your processing time at all. So the great thing about all Dennis & Bernard Pro products is that they can be an additive into any color line, so it doesn't matter what brand you use. As stylists, we all love different brands, so these can be additives into anything. It doesn't matter if it's semi-permanent, demi-permanent, permanent color, whatever you're using, doesn't matter the developer. The only thing is that you can't use it in temporary color or any like direct dyes. So with this, you add this to your color. So I have my color mixed up, and then the amount that you use depends on the ounces that you have as well. So I have 2 ounces of permanent color in here today. So I'm going to add 10 drops. So a little note for this is don't be aware of the color. It is a little scary at first, but it won't change the color formula that you mixed up. So you just want to put in your 10 drops into your color. So you can see that it is a little dark, but don't worry, it's not going to do anything to it. So you just want to mix it all up really, really well. And if you really want to do something interesting, you can always add the TCA, which is the color accelerator, and you can always bump up the processing time with that, or you can maximize the color absorption and shorten the processing time with using both of them together. But today I'm just going to use the God Drops because I want to cover the resistant grays for my client today. Alrighty, so now let's go up front so we can start applying this color. Okay, so here is my client today. She does have some grays that we are going to cover up. She's about 75%. She still has some of her natural pigment coming in as well. But she is resistant especially around the hairline. So you just want to make sure that you, of course, saturate around there the most. Also, a really great tip with using the God Drops is you can refresh a lot of your reds and warmer toned colors by just applying like 3 to 5 drops into your shampoo and then using it that way. These drops also, they contain all of the pigments that you need and the correct amount of ammonia to deposit everything very evenly, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything's going to absorb and penetrate those grays as much as possible. So as you can see, it changes the color just a little bit while you're applying it, but once you rinse it off, it will not matter at all. So don't be afraid of that. That was one thing that can definitely be a little alarming at first, but it's nothing to worry about. So when you apply, of course, you just want to take like thinner sections, really penetrate into the cuticles so that you're covering all of those resistant grays. Sometimes I like to start in the back of the head, especially if the hairline is a little bit more resistant because it's most porous, so you don't want it to grab too much at the hairline at all. So with those gray drops, they really just help the resistance of those grays, and they help penetrate it as much as possible. So with the gray drops as well, they have all the amounts that you're supposed to mix on the back of the bottle depending on what ounces you're using. So that will always affect how much you use, so just make sure you always read the back of the bottle beforehand. I'm just going to go back and get the bottle one more time. You can see that this is the bottle that you have. It's a little bottle, but you don't need a lot, so it will last you for a really long time. You can get this directly from the website, Dennis Bernard Pro, or then you can also get it from Salon Centric and Cosmo Pro. They all have that there. So you can just see I'm just applying it really nicely, and it doesn't change, which is really nice. It doesn't change like the consistency of your product either, so any line that you're using, it's not going to affect anything to do with how thick it is or how thin it is or anything like that. It's not going to affect that. So I'm just going to bring you guys around a little bit. So you could just see how nicely it applies to the hair as well. Nothing is affected, which is always awesome with it. Okay guys, so I am going to finish up with this touch-up now. With using these God drops, like I said, they really help with the resistant grays. You can mix them into anything, and I just love them so much, so you should definitely try them, especially on your really resistant clients. It will really help out. Thanks guys, I'm Nicole. My Instagram is Hair by Nicole R if you guys want to follow it, or you can follow Dennis Bernard Pro on Instagram as well and go over all of these products. But I do, it's awesome. You guys will enjoy it. I'll see you soon. Bye.